Okay, so let's talk calorie surplus. So this is going to be a quick video, and it's just going to run through what the surplus means, why we would use a calorie surplus, and kind of some of the benefits of it. So a calorie surplus just means that we're eating more than our BMR plus activity. So it means that we are eating more, we're eating more energy than we expend. Okay, so we're more energy coming in than energy going out. So the energy that goes out is all the energy that's in the activity. So things like hobbies, we're thinking jobs, we're thinking just general life. So general life, and yeah, so that's the kind of stuff that takes the energy out. Other things that take energy out the body are kind of more food related. So eating protein and fiber can help to increase the energy being used in our belly, because it takes longer to digest, and digestion obviously uses energy in the body. So the longer something takes to digest, the more the body's constantly working, which means the more energy is being used. So we're thinking protein and fiber, so starchy kind of food. So we're thinking brown breads, brown pastas, different stuff like that. Kind of protein, so we're thinking chickens, fish, these kind of things as well. They take a bit longer to digest. And we're thinking the larger the food that you consume as well. So if you're eating like a whole tuna instead of tuna chunks, like the whole tuna is going to take longer to digest, tuna chunks will take a bit shorter. And that makes sense because it's smaller. So anything bigger takes longer, anything smaller doesn't it? So the energy in. So the energy in is going to come from the food that we're consuming. So let's take somebody who's on a 1800 normal kind of calories. That's what they would use to maintain. Okay, so that's their maintenance weight. So that's to keep them maintaining weight, not going to increase, not going to decrease weight. They're just going to fluctuate between a weight. It allows them to function on a daily basis, so they're not tired and they're feeling full. So say this person is then looking to increase their body weight. So the reason they would want to increase their body weight could be a number of things. One, they don't like the way they look, so they want to get a bit thicker and put on more mass. Two, it could be they want to consume more energy to use more in the gym, so they've got more energy to give, and it means that they can increase their muscle mass and just kind of grow a bit quicker. So the benefits are kind of increased growth, mass as well. Okay, so that's kind of the two main benefits. Is you can increase the growth of your muscle by consuming more, mostly protein, and you can increase the mass because you're consuming more food, which means you're going to expand. You might put on body fat, you might put in muscle, depending obviously on your kind of rate of exercise and your intensity. So what you would do is, if this is your maintenance body weight, what you would do to safely increase that and to safely start to grow without starting to feel the downsides of kind of bloating, feeling kind of tired, lethargic, these kind of things, is you would simply add on 1 to 200 calories per month. Okay, so that would take it all the way up to 2000 calories if you're adding 200. And that means that you're going to be increasing your body size because you're eating more food. Okay, so to do that, as I say, all you would do is increase more food. So you would just consume more. You would then still be looking at increasing your protein intake. And this is because as you want to grow, most of the time it's you want to put on muscle. So to put on muscle, you need to increase your protein, because protein has amino acids, which helps to build muscle. If you're going to consume loads of carbohydrates or fat, then your body's more likely to turn that into fat. But if you consume protein, then you're more likely to consume food that's going to allow your muscles to grow better and are going to repair quicker. You're going to feel fuller for longer, and you're going to be able to allow your body to use that more. So we're thinking extra 200 calories, mostly for protein. When we're then coming into the next kind of month, if you're adding another, say 200, then it can be quite tough because protein is quite tough to consume all the time because you feel fuller for longer. If you eat too much, you might feel a bit bloated because it is quite heavy, thinking you're eating beef, steaks, chickens, these kind of things. So what you could do is you can then increase your carbohydrate intake or your fat intake. You can then manipulate that. And that's the reason I'm here, is because we're going to help. We're going to help with that. So eventually you want to reach a point where you eventually get, say, to a weight that you're happy with. Say you get to then 8 to 9 kg, say you're already starting at kind of 80 kg, and then you get all the way up to 8 to 9 kg. By this point, you're most likely to have to put on body fat because it's just going to occur when you're eating more. It's just going to happen. So what you would then want to do is kind of drop back down to around about 80 kg, maybe just 82 kg by consuming a calorie deficit. And keeping the protein high would mean that you've increased your muscle mass because the protein will allow the muscle to stay. However, we will be able to get rid of the fat. Okay, so that's the idea. So that's the basics of a calorie surplus. So this in summary, you want to be increasing your calories by 1 to 200 per month. The reasons for this is it allows muscle growth and repair. And the only downsides of this is obviously you might put on some body fat. So body fat, you might feel fatigue, and you might feel a bit heavy and unhappy about your body whilst you're looking at that. However, as you then start to slim down again, so hit the calorie deficit, you then start to see more muscle definition, and you end up stronger as well. So you end up stronger, not through the deficit itself, through the muscles. You will end up having more energy, which means that you've got more to give. You can give a higher intensity exercise. You can be stronger because you've got more energy within you. And that's the basics of calorie surplus.